No. No, we're not playing War of the Worlds today. No, where's the laptop? No, I'm not looking for Tom Cruise today at War of the Worlds. Where's the laptop? But you know what? If you had leadership that wouldn't allow this stuff and wasn't in bed with them all, you wouldn't be thinking that now, would you? Jeb, she's gone full-blown conspiracy. Yes, she's already mentioned aliens. Now, I don't think she's bitten off on that, okay? But did you hear what she said, Jeb? Get in here, Jeb. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. I've put myself in the utility stall because number one, the rain's not beating down on me as hard, and so maybe you'll be able to hear me a little bit better. I'm gonna wait and see how long it takes for one of these crazy little kitty cats to show up. The count is on. Hey, what are you doing? All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Appalachia's Homestead. We thank you for being here. I'm getting a ton of questions this morning. I apologize. I've got 2 videos already filmed this morning. We've been running around the house. Now we're talking about like UFOs and alien ships and all kinds of stuff. This last week has been an absolute clown show, and there is only so much of that. My mind and my body and my emotional well-being, like yours, can only go so far with all of the clown show, and that's a nice way of putting it, that we are seeing right now. Look. I knew it. I knew it would be you. I knew it. Your sister's holding out on us. So here's the deal, guys. In anything that I say at any point, I'm sure I could offend somebody, upset somebody disagrees. It doesn't matter what type of video I put up or what we talk about. Somebody has to, be cute and show out and just disagree. Whether it's the deep bedding method in a chicken coop, which I think is the nastiest thing on the planet because it doesn't work down here. It's just a disaster. If you live in Alaska and it works great for you, good on you, mama. But it doesn't work good down here, I don't think. But somebody's going to argue about that. Somebody's going to argue about a heat lamp in a chicken coop now. Okay. Somebody's going to argue whether broccoli is better than cauliflower. If you can afford which one, I don't know. It is crazy. And I think all of these things are being done in front of our face in terms of, war, nuclear war, the inflation, inflation's getting better. Every single day, you're being absolutely T-boned with something. Right? Or start just writing a journal. I'm really serious. We really should be writing a journal. Today, this happens, and then tomorrow, and then write down how many sirens you hear all in the same day. But there is no doubt in my mind. Here's where I fall. You tell me what you think. Always, I want to hear what you think. We just don't want to get ugly and argue about stuff. Like I said, if something works for you and it doesn't work for me, if you prefer, this over that, that's fine. It's all about how we handle things with our approach. Did you fall again? I gotta tell you, I don't know if we're going to war. I think there are individuals and things that are pushing for it, because we all know that when you push into a war, there's money to be made for somebody. There's a sacrifice to eliminate a threat from somebody. And then there's a factor of control somewhere, somehow, one way or another that plays into that. That also takes place when you have problems economically. Sometimes you have issues where a potential war pulls you out of financial, economic, depressionary collapses or problems. Here's what I'm getting at. There is so much going on now. It is really, really super hard to put your finger onto one thing and say, oh, this is it. I gotta tell you, when we start entering the conversation to the point where I feel like I got to call Will Smith and Harry Connick Jr. to come save the day, I start backing out. I'm sorry. You may believe in aliens and other life forms and all of these things, and maybe they do exist. I don't know. But I'll tell you, I don't focus on that. And when I see that type of narrative enter the conversation, I'm backing out. I'm sorry. I can't go there. I mean, when I can sit here and say, okay, well, you allowed this to happen. Now, all of a sudden, because of all this backlash, you're not allowing this to happen. And, oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's not our fault. E.T. is showing up and he's wanting to phone home. Guys, I can't do that. I'm sorry. Prove me wrong. I don't care to be proven right or wrong. I'm just telling you where I just can't go. So this is my advice to anybody walking on the planet that has a brain cell thumping in their head. Here are the things that you need to be doing right now every single day as much as possible. If some of this applies to you, great. If some of it doesn't, well, that's your call. But this is where I am. No matter what's going on right now, no matter what's telling you what, who's telling you what airship is landing, what's getting blown out of the sky, whatever's going on, here is what's going to see you through, in most scenarios, the best that you can do. Number one, this applies to me too. I have to tell myself this stuff every single day. I have to see through with this stuff every single day now, folks. This is where we are mentally, emotionally, and physically, right? Number one, get right with God. If you don't like to hear that, well, tough. That's what I think, that's what I feel, that's what I believe, and that's what I say here on this channel. Maybe it'll strike somebody just right, and they'll say, I'm being convicted today. That's right. I said it again. I'm going to say it again. Get right with God. Nobody is going to see you through anything you're going through, no matter who you are, what it is, or where it is, or however it goes, better than God. Not me. Not your mama. Certainly none of these worthless leaders that we have floating all around the planet. They're not doing jack for you now. You think they're going to do jack for you in a crisis? No. Let me say it again. Get right with God. The next thing that you need to do, in my personal opinion, is you need to make sure that you have a network of individuals, even if it's just 2 people, that you can trust, okay? And you need to be having conversations, if you can, about if things go sideways or this way, will you be able to come together and work together, whether it be for food, barter, whatever. Because we are entering those days. We are in those days. Have you not picked up on that yet? I know you have. I know who this crowd is, and I know what you think. You're there already. It's just not it's just not full blown yet. So who are your friends? Who is your family? Figure that out now.
Hey, don't be mean to your sister. Where you going, Ginger? I knew you'd show up. We want to know, how is it that we can put out fresh buckets of fresh, yummy well water, and you got to come out and find a rain puddle? Yes? Yes, you do.
So now is when we start going down the run list of all the basic things that you hear or you see. They vary a little bit, but how are you on your pantry today? How are you on your back stock of food? Guys, inflation's not coming down. You know that's a lie. Liar, liar, pants on fire, sitting on a telephone wire. Okay? I mean, come on. Sitting on a telephone wire in a diaper. That's the biggest lie I've ever heard in my life. You know it as well as I do. It's all fake. It's all lies. Don't even give it the attention that they want, and don't let it dare persuade you into not doing the things that you need to be doing. The obvious things are water, food, long-term food as much as possible, taking care of shelter, and trying your best to get out of debt the best way you know how. I personally think the biggest threat right now is our own selves in our own place, with our own people, with our own so-called leaders, with our own economic situation. That's going to be a catalyst for a lot of other situations. I'm sorry, you can argue with me all day long. That's okay. I'm not saying there aren't other threats. And I'm not saying that there aren't other situations that can play into all of these things. But you know what? If you had leadership that wouldn't allow this stuff and wasn't in bed with them all, you wouldn't be thinking that now, would you? Jeb, she's gone full-blown conspiracy. Yes, she's already mentioned aliens. Now, I don't think she's bitten off on that, okay? But did you hear what she said, Jeb? Get in here, Jeb. That's right. You heard me, Jeb. So what am I really trying to tell you? What I'm trying to tell you is you're being T-boned with situations every single day, and they get more ridiculous and so far out every single day. That's done to you on purpose. That's done to me on purpose. That is to confuse you. That is to manipulate you. And that is to persuade you somewhere into thinking that, oh my gosh, look what they did to us. Now we have to do this. Really? Well, here's the bottom line. Is it going to be your kid that goes to handle it? But be thinking about how you feel about things and who you feel what about. If you are so gung-ho set against certain things that you are being told by the mainstream media and by so-called leadership is happening, not happening, you better be, okay, fine. You make sure you got your backpack ready to go, sweetheart. You got your granola bars ready, and it's your kid that you take with you to go do whatever needs to be done. Don't look at the rest of us, because not all of us fell off the turnip truck last night. So what I'm saying is, it's very difficult for us here in the United States, because I know I've got people I've got a huge following in the UK, and I've got a lot of people in Ireland that just love to watch my videos. I'm not really good at that accent, but I got to tell you this real quick. I'm going to squirrel this right now. So there is a little video that's going around on Instagram. Have you seen it? I have watched it like 12 times. This little girl, and she's sitting on the couch, and she doesn't look to be more than like, she may be 5, I guess. And somebody wanted to go to McDonald's and get dinner. She's wearing them out. She's like, why would you think you're going to get McDonald's? And she's talking, and she's blessed. I don't know if it's her brother or who. And she's talking about how her mama didn't get paid. And you can go on now. You can starve now. It is the cutest thing ever. I can just listen to it over and over and over. But anyway, so squirrel. But here's the thing. I don't know what you folks over across the pond fully think about all this stuff. But I'm going to tell you right now, we're some pissed off Americans over here. I'm going to say it. Cover your baby's ears. You got a lot of pissed off Americans over here. We know we've got our set of dummies, okay? We know. We have to deal with them all the time. But I'm just saying, don't believe the hype. Anything that you're seeing that all of these people are behind all this stuff, that's a bona fide lie. We're tired of being lied to. We're tired of being used. And we're tired of being manipulated. And we're tired of sending our sons and daughters for the sacrifice so the elites can eat their steak and zoom around in their planes and then tell us we have to squalor down in a holler. We're getting a little tired of it. That's the truth. But if you want to ensure the best way you know how, all the things that are going on right now, is like I said, get right with God. Take care of your home. Take care of your business. Try to put a little money away. Some people will argue and say you need to look at gold and silver. You do what works best for you in that department. I don't speak to that too much because I'm not a financial advisor, and frankly, I don't feel that's any of my business or if it, for me to tell you that. But you know what's right for you. But the more that you do for your home, your pantry, your kids, and I'm going to say this too, and I've dropped this offset recently. If you've got a birthday in your family, y'all get together and eat some spaghetti and have a birthday cake and sing happy birthday and play some Scrabble or whatever, okay? Go see your Nana and take her a sandwich and sit and talk to her today. If somebody's in your family and they're sick and they have to have surgery and you've got to go drive and take care of them that day, take care of your business at home real quick and get over there and help them. You need to help your people. We've got to help our people. Do the best you can. But I'm telling you, there's going to come a day of reckoning for all of this stuff that we're seeing. May not be in our lifetime. Maybe in your kid's lifetime. That's why doing all of these things in front of your kids. I don't care if you're 85 years old and your kid's 65 years old. You do everything that you can to be an example for the generations underneath you, because you just never know. Tonight might be your calling to go home and be with the Lord. God bless you if it is. But all these folks left behind, make sure that you have been the matriarch or the patriarch, the example, the solid example that they can live by as this is what Mama would have done, this is what Mama would have done, this is what Daddy would have done. Get right with God. Get your house in order. Get out of debt as much as possible. Stop blowing your money. spend time with your family. And we're not giving an inch to those that want to make a squalor in the holler. Not happening. Like, subscribe, and share. We appreciate you being here. I hope you found this helpful. I hope it was a good reminder, maybe a little motivational. Kind of slaps you around a little bit. I had to slap my own self around and go, just like today. I was like, no, no, we're not playing War of the Worlds today. No, where's the laptop? No, I'm not looking for Tom Cruise today at War of the Worlds. Where's the laptop?
Tell them bye. I don't think there's a fish in there, baby. Are you looking for a catfish? What are you doing? Say, guys, like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next video.